As a duly designated representative of this toy channel, I order to cease and desist of all supernatural activity and stop and enjoy this cool toy review. Hey toy fanatics, so back with another Ghostbuster review. This time our action figures is Ray Stantz, so Dr. Ray Stantz. I got him as a birthday present along with Peter Venkman. We did the Peter Venkman review, so you can head up and check out the Peter Venkman review there. I've always liked Ray. I've kind of felt very close to him. I would say it's because he was kind of the pudgier Ghostbuster and I was kind of the pudgier kid, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's because he was so honest and kind of cool-headed about things. So we're going to jump into this. We're going to review him top to bottom, box and everything, and see if he's worth more than a patent clerk makes. And this is our Ray Stantz action figure in the package. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say, I did not get the Mattel versions of the Ghostbusters when they came out, and there's a part of me that feels really bad knowing I'm a Ghostbusters fan, but never got the action figures. I think I was waiting for the next wave of the real Ghostbusters or the Kenner style to come out, and I didn't get them. However, I did get these as a recent birthday present, and I, so far, have been super happy with what I have seen. Hasbro's likenesses of the characters so far are amazing. And the Ray Stantz here is a almost perfect depiction of Dan Aykroyd. Now, he does come in his classic GB1 or Ghostbusters 1 jumper here, of course with the detail of Stantz there on his pocket. And he comes with his proton pack with one line of the cyclotron being at the bottom right hand corner, his neutrino wand and cord to attach it. He also comes with his ecto goggles or his ghostbusting goggles here. And then he comes with one leg of Vince Clortho, which is the demon dog that Louis Tully turns into. I love with the packaging, I love the detail of this being almost like the material of the flight suit that the Ghostbusters use. Turning it on its side, we've got this really nice, kind of simple drawing depiction of all the characters. Winston Zeddemore, Dr. Ray Stantz, Dr. Egon Spengler, and Dr. Peter Venkman. And then going to the back of the package, pretty much all the packages are going to be the same on the back. There's a small bio card about Ray Stantz here, so that changes with every single action figure. There is a Build-A-Figure here of Vince Clortho, the dog, and then the piece that comes with this particular figure will be highlighted in red on the dog. So we've got the, looks like maybe the back leg of Vince Clortho. Now Ray Stantz is the one highlighted here because he is the one that is featured in this package. Now the package isn't going to tell us anything else really about this toy. At this point, we need to get him out of his plastic prison and see what he can do. And this is Dr. Ray Stantz all geared up out of the package, and he is a really cool looking figurine. I love the details in his flight suit, the details on his belt, the small like nuances of a few different colors here and there, and even the screen printing of his name badge and the Ghostbuster No Ghost logo badge on his shoulder are really nicely done. There are a few areas of concerns that I have, one of which is right here. Because of the extra weight that Dan Aykroyd carries as his character for Ray Stantz, his proton pack did not get an updated proton pack where it would go around and snap to him. And what I'm finding is I'm more afraid that right now I'm breaking the plastic trying to hook it onto him. Now, a few areas that I think are really shining, the belt gadget, and the fact that it's hooked onto him, the actual thermal hose. He has a hook here that actually will hook, probably hook like the ghost trap, and then his walkie-talkie. Now his walkie-talkie does not come out of his holster. Some other notices I have, the fact that his boots are tucked in really showed that Hasbro was looking at their source material and really paying attention, because not all the Ghostbusters wear their boots tucked in. His goggles are removable. They also fit nice and neat over his eyes. So you get a really good sense of him, using his goggles and kind of looking around. Points of articulation, he does have a ball jointed head. He's got a swivel jointed shoulder, but there's an extra piece in here that kind of helps move the arm a little bit. He has a swivel in the bicep, a double jointed elbow here. There is a ball swiveled hand, and his hand is on a rocker, so it does rock back and forth a little bit. He has a ball jointed waist. He has the ball jointed legs. He has a swivel thigh on each thigh, double hinged knees, and the hinged ankle with foot rocker as well. The proton pack is removable, and it's removable by a peg, and it just kind of flips over his body. Now, a few things to notice. The neutrino wand does actually snap to the backpack so it can hold in place, though this one seems to be a little loose. I've knocked it off several times. Each one of the Ghostbusters will have their cyclotron lights in a different area. So Dr. Stantz's cyclotron light is going to be at the bottom left-hand corner. Now, I noticed the power grid over here, the blue, actually isn't showing up. Instead, they've put a red grid over here on the cyclotron backpack, and that's not exactly the most correct. Now, other than his two accessories of being his proton pack with neutrino wand and his ghost-busting goggles, he also comes with the front paw of the Terror Dog. Overall, I think that this figure is really, really good. My major concern comes down to the fact that that proton pack not snapping to his side, it's kind of upsetting. Yeah, I mean, Dan Aykroyd is a bigger character than the others, so he does have a little bit more weight, but there should have been a little bit of looseness that happened specifically with his proton pack versus, having the same one for all. So I just want to say, so far, I have been absolutely impressed with what Hasbro has put out for the Ghostbusters Plasma series. I think that they have been really, really good. I dig the articulation. So far, these figures, I think, are firing on all cylinders. The likenesses of them are downright amazing. I think that they've really captured the likenesses so much better than what Mattel had done previously with their collector line of 6-inch action figures. Things to note with Ray: the proton pack not fitting because he is a thicker figure. They did use the same mold for the proton pack that they did for everyone else. Because of that, it does seem like it's wanting to tear or pinch or break right here at that strap joint, because you're having to stretch it over the figure, and it eventually comes up anyway. Like mine, it barely stays down. That's one big area that really bugs me with this figure. I really feel like they should have tried to make some sort of extra strap that would go a little bit further, or sculpt it to where they allowed for that to stretch over him with his body type. But other than that, a great figure. Now, let's talk cost on mine. So, my figure I got for my birthday, so it's not like I paid anything for it, but I do know that what they paid for it was right $19.97 or so. It was at Target. So for me, it's $2 signs. It's its average price. I think what you're getting for the price, I think it's really good, but it's not on sale or any sort of deep pocket discount. So $2 signs it is. As far as stars for him, I am going to go 4.5 out of 5 stars. And my biggest concern really comes down to that strap. That strap really bugs me, and I'm more concerned that it's going to break. And the reason why I'm concerned it's going to break is because, it stretches over him, and you can actually see the stress mark happening within the plastic. That's something I felt that should have been fixed and seen before this went out to market. It's still a really good figure. And if you want to get all the Ghostbusters, you're going to have to get him. He's still workable. It's just that his proton pack, you're not really going to be able to strap it down as much. And I'd kind of like to see if anyone else has this, if they're having the same problem. Because so far, what I understand, that's an ongoing issue with this particular figure. I like the fact that he does have the goggles. The goggles don't have quite as much detail in them. I figured that there could have been some paint app black for like the labeling and even the lenses. But for what we get, but they did a pretty good job. So I really dig him. I think he's a lot of fun. And remember, they're not dolls. They're action figures of the participants of the biggest interdimensional cross rip since the Blast of Tunnuska of 1909. This episode of Tay Ray Gun was sponsored by Marvin Dog Media. To learn more about Marvin Dog Media, visit www.marvindogmedia.com. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, comment down below to let YouTube know that you like what I'm making, and be sure to hit that bell notification so you get updates to future content.